Hello everyone, this is MCon, back with some more adventures of the Grey Warden, Durin Adukin. Dwarf here and former noble. We are just leaving Redcliffe Castle.
Shall be done.
We're out on a new adventure, but let's take a stop back at the party camp quick. Oh, hello.
Now that we're back at the camp, I want to talk about what happened at Redcliffe.
Really? I think it turned out quite well, don't you?
I just wanted to thank you. You went out of your way to save the Arl's family, and you did it. Even though it would have been easier not to. There's been so much death and destruction. It makes me feel good that at least we were able to save something. No matter how small. I owed the Arl that much.
Indeed, and if we can stop the blight, we'll save so much more.
You're right. Hopefully, by that time, there's still enough of Ferelden left to save. Good. Now that the warm, fuzzy part of the day is over with, we can get back to the ritual dismemberments. Oh, wait, it's not Tuesday, is it?
Ooh, hey, Alistair approves. There we go. You're up to 31 now. Skill acquired. Inspire Minor Constitution. Ooh, Codex updated. Alistair is fascinated by magic even as his life is defined by fighting its darker manifestations. He has a fondness for strange runestones and figural studies of arcane creatures. Oh, is that so? Let's take a look at some of the gifts we have, guys. A stone dragon statuette. Alistair? Is this yours?
Is that for me?
Oh, I think he
Really?
liked it.
Wow! Wow!
Sten, we've got a silver-framed still life.
Unexpected. Thank you.
Of course. Let's see. Leliana, a steel symbol of Andraste.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
There we go. And let's see. How about the silver chain too?
Why, thank you so much.
All right. Ooh, Liliana's inspired massive cunning. There we go.
Something on your mind?
I have some questions.
Of course.
If you were raised in the Chantry, have you never,
Never what? Had a good pair of shoes?
you know what I mean.
I'm not sure I do. Have I never seen a basilisk? Ate jellied ham? Have I never licked a lamppost in winter?
Now you're making fun of me.
Make fun of my comrade in arms? Perish the thought. Well, you tell me. Have you ever licked a lamppost in winter?
I'm suddenly no longer certain what we're talking about. Forget I asked.
But how? This painful and cruel interrogation will haunt me. I tell you, haunt me forever. Or maybe just until lunch. Lunch makes everything better. Oh, look, I have cheese.
Oh my goodness. Let's try some
Something on your
different questions.
Of course.
What changes about you after the joining, Alistair?
You mean other than becoming a Grey Warden?
Well, you've been a Grey Warden longer than I have.
You know, I asked Duncan this too. And all I got was, you'll see.
He wouldn't tell you.
Oh, it's not that Duncan wants to keep it a secret. It's just that the Grey Wardens don't discuss it much. I gather it's not a pleasant topic. The first change I noticed was an increase in appetite. I used to get up in the middle of the night and raid the castle larder. I thought I was starving. I'd slurp down every dinner like it was my last. My face all covered in gravy. When I'd look up, the other Grey Wardens would stare, then laugh themselves to tears.
So it was a joke.
More like an initiation. They all went through it too. Oh, and then there were the nightmares. Duncan said it was part of how we sense the Darkspawn. We tap into their, well, I don't know what you call it, their group mind. And when we sleep, it's even worse. You learn to block it out after a while, but at first it's hard. It's supposed to be worse for those who join during a blight. How is it for you?
I've had a few strange dreams, yes.
Some people never have much trouble, but that's rare. Others have trouble sleeping their entire life. They're just more sensitive, I suppose. Everyone ends up the same, though. Once you reach a certain age, the real nightmares come. That's how a Grey Warden knows his time has come.
His time has come?
Oh, that's right. We never had time to tell you that part, did we? Well, in addition to all the other wonderful things about being a Grey Warden, you don't need to worry about dying from old age. You've got 30 years to live. Give or take. The taint. It's a death sentence. Ultimately, your body won't be able to take it. When the time comes, most Grey Wardens go to Orzammar and die in battle rather than waiting. It's tradition.
Why Orzammar?
You'll always find Darkspawn down where the dwarves are. The oldest Grey Wardens head to the deep roads for one last glorious battle. Not that there's a shortage of Darkspawn during a blight, but that's the tradition. The dwarves respect us for it. And you wondered why we kept the joining a secret from the new recruits. There you have it.
I never wondered that, but I suppose I understand.
You know, Duncan, he started having the nightmares again. He told me that in private. He said it wouldn't be long before he'd go to Orzammar himself. I guess he got what he wanted. I just wish it had been something worthy of him.
He will be remembered, Alistair, as will the others.
I know. Ending the blight should make this all worthwhile, right?
Cool. Alright, Liliana, do you have anything new?
I'm here for you.
Okay, I think not. How about you know what, Alistair?
Something on your mind?
I do have
Of
some
course.
questions. Could you teach others to be a Templar?
Others, yes, but not yourself. I need someone who's trained first as a warrior. It's as much about discipline as anything. I guess if I'm going to give up Chantry secrets, I may as well go all the way. Send whoever you want trained to me in camp, and I'll see what I can do.
Awesome! Now we can unlock Templars.
Something on your mind? Of course.
What was it like to be a Grey Warden with all the others?
I didn't know them for very long, but I guess it was longer than you. You never met them all, did you? They were quite a group. Actually, they felt like an extended family, since we were all cut off from our former lives. We also laughed more than you'd think. There was this one time... Well, you probably don't want to hear stories about men you didn't know.
No, I'd like to hear about them.
There was one Grey Warden who came all the way from the Anderfells. What was his name? Gregor. He was a burly man with the biggest, fuzziest beard you've ever seen. And the man could drink. He drank all the time, but he never got drunk. Finally, we all made a pool to see just how many pints it would take to put him under the table.
I bet I could have outdrank him any day.
Oh, I honestly doubt it. You might have tried, but this fella had a supernatural constitution, I swear. Anyhow, we never did find out. He said he'd drink a pint for every half pint that the rest of us drank. He was still going by the time the rest of us were passed out. I'm told that Duncan walked in later on and saw us all passed out from one end of the hall to the other, and Gregor still drinking. Duncan laughed until he nearly...
A lot of people have died, Alistair. A lot more will. I'm sorry this must be hard for you.
Yes, I suppose so. I thought I was done with this, but it just struck me that I have nothing to remember Duncan by. Nothing at all. There's no body, not even a token of his that I could take with me. That must sound really stupid to you.
Not at all. Not in the least.
I just would have liked something of his to take with me, that's all. Well, there's no use in moaning about it, is there? He's gone. Let's just go.
Alright. I'm getting Alistair up there. Let's see. Sten's still pretty approving of me. Shale is decent. Wynn, well, we haven't had much time with her. Zevran's kind of neutral still. Liliana just adores me. And so does Sparky. You know, we haven't spoken with Sparky in a while. Or possibly ever. Let's see how he's doing.
I once heard a really old legend about how the hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
Oh. I'd never feed you another human being, Sparky. Don't you worry.
It's not cannibalism if he's eating it, you know.
Awesome.
Look at what your fool dog placed in my pack. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionable.
Oh, he ruined them? Does this mean you'll have to go without?
Maybe, but that is not the point. The dirty mongrel can have this back, there, and tell him not to do it again.
Well, it was a gift. You can't just throw it away like that.
I just did. I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
Oh, I think you've hurt his feelings.
Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
It's awesome.
Your dog is filthy. I can smell him 50 yards off.
I'm sure you're exaggerating.
That may be so, but all the same, I would like your permission to bathe him.
Bathe? Can't you just wave your staff and make him clean?
No, that's not what magic is used for. Just make him sleep over on the other side of the camp. With Alistair. With any luck, that will keep all the stench confined to one small area.
Oh my goodness, Wynn thinks that Alistair smells. It's great. I'll just watch the two of them.
You are a true warrior and worthy of respect.
I guess Sten's a big fan of Sparky. Trying to find a way through the earth, are we? Alright, he goes back to digging. Alright, have fun then. Alright, we'll just pet him briefly. He rolls around happily on his back. Alright. Cool, cool. Let's sell off some things quick to Bowden.
If there's anything I can do, I'm sure.
Alrighty. Spirit Shard. No, no. Nope. Okay, we can get rid of that red steel battle axe. The Viridium Greatsword. The regular mace, because the Chevalier's mace is so much cooler. Alright, we've got a red steel, which is tier 5 maul, and a silverite, which is tier 6, so let's get rid of the tier 5 maul. The fox's bow looks so cool, but you know what? Let's inspect it. This bow once belonged to the Black Fox, a dashing rogue whose exploits have inspired many a legend. Cool. Alright, we're gonna end up... Oh, look at that. It's worth 3 sovereigns and then some. But we have to sell it for 88 silver. Yeesh. Get rid of the Sylvanwood longbow. Okay, a bunch of arrows. Oh, right, we've got these, so we've got massive gloves, and we've got more massive gloves. Heavy plate, and heavy plate. Silverite's a tier 6. Okay. Ooh, 38 strength, so Sten can't quite wear those yet. So I guess we'll keep both of them around. We don't need that shield. Eamon's shield is not quite as good. Let me see, Alistair. 6 defense, but it's not 9 defense. Yeah, we can go ahead and sell off Eamon's shield and the heavy metals shield. Okay. Athros's pendant, a bunch of runes. Yep, that looks good. I want to take a look at the gifts we've got here. I know they sell a bunch of gifts. Sugar cake, thoughtful gift, lump of charcoal, rotten onion, uncrushable pigeon. Cool. Okay, chastity belt. Don't think so. Orlesian mask. Cool. Ugly boots. Rare Antivan brandy. Amulet of memories. The simple patterns along this locket's outer edge are worn smooth, and a dark patina clouds the glass. Kunari prayers for the dead. Hey, let's get that. I bet Stem would like a pet rock, too. Alistair doll. That sounds like it could go along with, that would be awesome for, oh, what's her name? Morrigan, I bet. Grey Warden hand puppet. No. Fat loot. Alright. Let's see about giving some of these away. Morrigan. How do you feel about an Alistair doll?
I am grateful. It is thoughtful indeed.
Approval of 50. Alistair, no. Here we go. Sten, the Kunari prayers for the dead?
I am impressed. My thanks.
55. Wow, that got him all the way up. Shale, Win, no. Savron, Leliana, a fat loot for you.
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say.
Oh, apparently it came back. Use Liliana can play this loot. Oh, that sounds cool. Wait, I got all of them back? Morrigan can amuse herself by inflicting indignities on the Alistair doll. Huh. Now who gets the pet rock? Because it doesn't want to seem... Oh, Shale. Shale does.
Ooh, shiny.
Enter a name for Shale's pet rock. Herbert. Yes. That is awesome. Shale can demonstrate the joys of owning a pet rock. Wow. Okay. So I think that might have just been the feast day gifts and pranks and stuff. But sometimes that can be worth it. Yeah, it was a little DLC. It's kind of strange that they just have those. But that was pretty neat. Shale?
It speaks.
I have some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
Let's see. I think we've talked about all the rest of this stuff. How did Wilhelm come to acquire you?
That part I know, as Wilhelm often bragged about it to whomever was willing to listen to him. He claimed to have found me in the deep roads. I was in the ruins of a Tig, he said, deactivated, with my control rod not far away.
Huh. What was Wilhelm doing in the deep roads?
It was a hobby of his, scavenging. One of the reasons he traveled so much is that he was looking for entrances into the deep roads, old places the dwarves had long forgotten. And then he would sneak down and search for magical treasure, before anyone was the wiser.
And you don't know why you were there?
I think I remember a battle. It was long before, and then there was darkness. In short, no, I do not remember why I was there. It makes no difference.
So, do you know where in the deep roads this was?
No. That secretive bastard refused to tell me. I would ask and ask, but no. He used to say that one day, if I were compliant and didn't talk back at his wife, he would take me there and I could look around myself. Rotten, lying bastard. If I had his head in my hands now, I would squeeze it like a giant lemon. Squish.
So, if he hadn't found you...
I wouldn't have had to put up with the twit, and I would be none the wiser. I don't think I was aware while I was there. Not like in the village. Or perhaps I was. Perhaps that was the dark place, and I simply couldn't see anything. How long could even I sit in the darkness and stare out at nothing, never sleeping? Oh, I do not wish to think of that.
Let's move on, then.
On then.
Alright, I don't think there was anything else. Okay, had some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
So you watched that village day and night for years?
I do not sleep, so yes, and I thank it for reminding me. Try to imagine, if it will, what it would be like to be surrounded by nothing but boring peasants, all oblivious to it.
I'm sure it was more interesting than that.
Oh, yes. It certainly was the height of intrigue to listen to the accounts of how young Dornan had scandalized the village by his purchase of an Orlesian hat. And the argument that those two muddy farmers had over the price of barley for a whole summer. Riveting. And then there were the birds. A whole village full of pigeons and ravens and sparrows all perching on me day in and day out.
Sounds a little, messy.
Those foolish villagers would spread birdseed near me, drawing the birds, because they thought having birds perch on me was quaint. Quaint! If there hadn't been the occasional kind soul to scour me clean, I don't care to discuss this anymore.
Oh, Shale disapproves. Down to 99 now. Alright. Hey, Sten.
You called.
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Actually, never mind.
Very well.
I wanted to discuss something with you, though.
Speak, then.
Well, that's actually probably been enough for now.
Then I suggest we move on.
Yes, let's go.
As you wish.
Guess Sten doesn't have much more to say. Oh, not Win. Liliana? How nice to see you again.
I'm here for you.
You know, we should talk.
Of course.
Never mind. Never mind. Alright, nothing new there. Cool. Okay, so let's figure out where we're going next. We will bring along Sten.
Yes.
We'll bring, I don't know, Shale and Morgan.
Indeed.
Okay, so we're out here at the castle. Right? Yeah, I think so. Where else do... you know, we could use to go back to the Brazilian forest, because there were... Or the ruins, perhaps. There were some... a bunch of chests and stuff that we weren't able to grab. I remember that. And somewhere in the forest was that revenant that we should probably take care of. So maybe we'll go that way, and we'll make a couple of stops along the way. Dalish camp there at the outskirts. Okay, so we're here. Why don't we check out this caravan? Uh-oh. What do we have? Ooh, an abomination. Okay. So I want suppressing fire and rapid shot activated. Rapid shot, suppressing fire. Let's go ahead and use an arrow of slaying.
As you say.
Woo! 91. That's more like it. Shattering shot. There we go. That abomination cannot get through. Cool. That's pretty easy. Still pretty neat. Pretty easy. Ooh, Reynolds' journal. A master mage's journal. The last part outlines the failed pursuit of his misguided apprentice. Ooh, Reynolds' plea. Should you find this note, I beg you, please complete my task. I am Reynold, master mage and mentor to the misguided fool Hesher. It seems that my young apprentice got mixed up in magic unmentionable, for which I pledged to pursue him to the ends of the world. If you are reading this, then my apprentice caught up to me and choked from me my last breath. I beg you to delve into this ancient elven forest and end the threat of the abomination my beloved apprentice has become. Should you do this, then I beg you, keep the feldspar ring you find on my apprentice's finger as a token of my thanks. And may you never know profound failure, such as that I feel as I write this. Reynold. Interesting. Have you seen me? We found Reynold's body. Along with the abomination that killed him, Reynold's journal tells the tale of his last days. Return to the collective for your reward. Cool. Alright, let us continue onwards to that caravan. Okay. The forest meadow. Genlocks. Alright. Morgan, why don't you go ahead and activate frost weapons. Shale, I want you not to have precise striking activated. I want you to have pulverizing blows. There we go. And I am going to summon Barry quick. There we go. Okay, so I don't have enough for Arrow of Slaying. I need 95. I've got 63 left. Alright, that's okay. We'll save here. Okay, they are hostile. I thought they would be. Let's go ahead and use our scatter shot. Hey! There we go. Take out that emissary in short order. Good. Oh, I missed. How could I miss? There we go. Whoop. Oh, there we go. Right, war cry, penalty to attack. Ew. Hey, look at that, guys. Oh, Sten went down? Really? Really, man? Quest is updated. We dispatched the Darkspawn along the trade route, but the merchants of the border caravan were already dead. Returned this unfortunate news to the Chantry board. Alas. On the other hand, they dropped a lot of loot. We'll take it. Thank you.
Very well.
Thank you. Ooh, health poultice. Very useful.
As you say.
Thank you.
Shall be
Thank
done.
you. Broken crate. Just a little bit of deep mushroom. Okay. Ooh, there's some elf root over here. Excellent. Anything else? Aha. Aha.
I shall do it.
Elf root. It's weird to keep it in a chest, but hey, to each their own. Alright. Well, that's great. So next time we're going to figure out where exactly we're going to head, probably back to the Brazilian forest. So thank you for coming along, everybody. And until next time, bye all.